Today I'll be drawing scenes from Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. I did a light wash first just to get some color on there instead of staring at white blank page. This one is from House Moving Castle. Actually, most of my drawings here are from House Moving Castle. I'm using himi gouache, did a video on that one. With gouache, I think it's the mindset that I can always go over with a white opaque later or a lighter color. I just go in for the dark. Usually like with watercolor, I would never do that. I struggled with this picture, especially the inside of the cottage. This one I thought was relaxing. It was very relaxing when I did the first one. The values I'm aware needs work, but I don't know how to fix it. It's like I want to do it, but my hands are just not able to. Here I am just trying to give it my best, and hopefully it turns out, decent. And it did turn out decent. I'm not going to be self-depreciating about that. Will I hang it on my wall? Well, that's another story. But I'm definitely going to be looking back, I don't know, a year down the line just to see, oh wow, dang, I was that skill level. I mean, painting, you don't have to be quote unquote good enough to do it. You just do it. This was the first one I did, and I'm very proud of it. This is the second one, and both I did not film. Moving on to the next one. A little light pencil sketch first, so I know what I'm doing. A light wash first. I'm not sure this is how you should be doing first, because I'm kind of treating it like watercolor. But, meh. Well, technically, gouache can serve as watercolor too if you dilute it enough. I should have planned out what I was going to do, because at this point I was just going like light from dark to mid-tones and just all over the place. That angle was not a good idea because things kept getting out of focus. Trying to make it not monotone green. Now I'm going in with the flowers slash weeds slash I don't know. I should have planned it, because now at this point I was just going for it, drawing whatever I see, which is like the worst way you can go about it. But it's for fun. I'm trying out gouache, so I'm just gonna freestyle it. Trying to use some cool tone for the clouds, and then I realized that the water needs to be more blue, so up and up that saturation. They say as long as you have the values right, you can go crazy with the colors. This was not the case. The values weren't right. So I got this because it said for gouache. I did not really research on whether that was necessary. I'm sure just watercolor paper is fine, but I wanted to try it. Since the paper was really big, I tried to DIY my own little Coptic stitch book binding. Didn't turn out really well, you can tell. The paper itself is off-white cream colored, and you can only draw on one side because the other side's surface was just weird. This is also from Studio Ghibli. I was trying to do like a light wash first, but then I forgot to tape it and it was moving around. So there's me doing the washi tape. And then I went back to painting. This one, I tried to think about it So this time, after the light wash, I went to do the background in. One thing about gouache is that you can always go over with a white opaque, but personally, I try to preserve the white of the paper, kind of like how you do at watercolor. I love this palette because it's flat and it's so easy to wash things off after. Going in for my sunset clouds. Now I'm going in for the cottage in the front. I don't know about y'all, but it's so satisfying to see a blank page being filled. It doesn't even have to be a painting. It can be just words or doodles, and it's just something about filling a blank page. It's so satisfying for me. We got a sunset vibe going on, creating shadows from the house and the tree, and then reflecting light off the water, creating those sweet, warm, and cool tones. Adding my final touches, the shadows, the big shadows, and then the little shadows on the windows to make it extra oof.